miss out on that. Here we go. Let's get a match for the folks here. Who are we watching?
Okay, so ignore the teams right now. This is going to be IX Gaming versus their opponent. doobsnax, if you could look at the bracket and tell me who they are playing, that would be fantastic.
I'm going to try and find it quickly here. Somebody in the chat's going to smoke me to this.
Oh, actually, we are looking at expectations. This is actually Big Uzi's team. My bad, not IX Gaming. So we are going to be going with low expectations as for the first game.
I'm trying to find them on my chart here. Let's go.
I'm just going to call them expectations.
Somebody help us out. Low expectations versus Gooberinos. Let's go. Gooberinos. Big Uzi in the jungle here playing that Cinderace. Gonna be a good look. Now, across the way, they've got a Gengar in their central area, Zoinks, and I love to see myself a Ghost because when they start popping off, if they get ahead, man, it is tough sledding if you're in the face of that. That's without a doubt.
Yeah, oh, you know me. I absolutely love my... I absolutely love these Pokemon for sure. So, Ghost Pokemon, my favorite typing. But let's take a look as well. 9 Unite, previously on Tascenda, is going to be playing the attacker role for this squad. So, you may know this team a little bit more as Game Men Gladiators from the G4 G4 event just yesterday. A very solid squad. Uzi, originally on the team, could not make that tournament, so they are filling in. Nish on the tank role, a very, very strong player in their own right.
Yeah, I'm expecting big things out of this bottom path. A lot of quality individuals in recent. That's definitely somebody we've talked about quite a bit, and a very strong Lucario on the top path as well. We're going to hold it down in the face of this swine up here, who's got a tough sled in the path with the Sylveon. They're going to have to work through as the junglers hanging out on both sides, and they're going to try and bully a little bit, but Lucario tends to get the best of these exchanges.
That recent taking a ton of damage, not able to get that berry, tries to escape out of the way, but is going to be deleted.
Of course I say that, and here comes the Sylveon being like, yo, ribbons, baby, we in there, let's go. Taking down the Lucario, sending Recent packing, and I don't even think Recent expected that type of damage output as they have to scramble back to the top path and get back underway here. Demon Daisy, love that name. Little bounce sweet, gonna try and get up to Serena and really take over that bottom path, but we're working through Recent, kind of getting caught again. This 2-on-1 is working good CC, and a lot of damage coming through Recent, about to bite the bullet. No, you can't give yourself up twice, come on.
Oh, Gooberinos really finding a lot of value here, not getting any extra points in the points yet. However, getting a ton of experience. The 9 Unite, by the way, absolutely demolishing on this Alolan Ninetales. The amount of CC that Nish and 9 are able to provide in lane is so incredibly strong. Cute Charm, Sing, passive freezes by 9. Both the Cute Charm and passive freezes, by the way, not commanded abilities. So just able to do that on their own without having to worry too much about it at all.
Good job on the comms by expectations, trying to dive and get to the swine up, future Mamoswine there, and they're able to get a KO by themselves on that pick as, you know, the Mamoswine try to reel back. Now they're getting all the Bs because they have superior positioning and the higher level. Although the top lane might have been going a little sideways, this bottom path is going very well for the lowest of expectations.
Only 6 seconds until Dreadnought, and Uzi is almost at level 9. As soon as they hit it, this Dreadnought is as good as theirs. And not to mention, this siege on the bot lane goal zone is so incredibly strong already. We're going to see a break here, a 24-point over dunk. Shout out. So a really, really strong presence from expectations here. Already going to start ripping the Dreadnought. The only person to contest there is going to be a Mamoswine.
Yeah, using that Unite move just to get it off the docket, get that Dreadnought off the map, and Gooberinos forced to retreat immediately. Don't want any of that action as they are getting over-leveled here in the bottom path, but Big Uzi wants to take the body going in there. Nish pushing forward, trying to use a sleep. They're catching Demon Daisy. Demon Daisy on the verge, they retreat, but here we go. Oof. That the middle evolution of Mamoswine is escaping me right now, but Unite moves are flying, and Demon Daisy finally bites the bullet as the Hoopa gets the KO on them, and now more points in are raining into the second goal zone, and that's the Wigglytuff playing forward, getting rid of that Haunter, and just into this Hoopa, KO streak of 2 for the Hoopa themselves, as Junkie is starting to feel it, getting those rings in, easy buckets. Demon Daisy says, I'm not done, round 2, ding ding, getting in there, diving in, but I think this might be fruitless as low expectations lets Gooberinos off the hook and retreats.
No kidding, an absolute experience dominance in the bottom path for sure. We're seeing 3 or 4 levels above. Top lane though, however, Risa getting caught out again by the Sylveon there. Really nice play by Reflex there. Alex gonna come in. A Unite move used by the Sylveon to try to collapse on 9. They do. A 3-on-2 fight goes in their favor. Nish able to get out? Yes, they are able to make it back to their goal zone. Uzi gonna be taking a lot of damage, but should be good to go in the rest of this team fight.
Yeah, Nish goes down, and they're coming in. Big Uzi has the opportunity to close it out on quite a few characters here. They start with the Hoopa. They're dashing through. They get themselves another one. Excuse me, no, Reeson gets the credit there, but it's a KO streak of 2 as the Sylveon is closed out. The Sylveon is level 10, but that's because they've just been babysitting the top path by themselves. And guess who's just 1 level higher? Now 2. Oof. And that's Big Uzi is the kill. 9 Unite, come on. Just taking everybody. Demon Daisy, get out of there. No, Junkie GS getting credit for both, but I really want to put that on the back of the Ninetales because they were ripping through that HP. I mean, you have to give a credit to Gooberinos. They do not stop. They are always about getting in there, and the pressure might be getting a little bit much as Reeson and Big Uzi are pushing back. Betrayal here, and they go down.
Really great pressure from this Rotom. However, the other team is doing, Gooberinos doing a great job of macro gameplay here, knowing they need to focus on the bot lane situation right now. That is where the Dreadnought is. The Hoopa Unite move, though, from Junkie is gonna mean that the transfer down to the bot lane is just so streamlined and easy. They could put value in top, and they could rotate to bottom. No stress whatsoever.
Gooberinos trying to get those Bs, but the pressure is strong here from low expectations, and they decide to just peel off a little bit. Just kidding. Reason's like, nah, I'm in there. No doubt. Haunter still, please feed me. Here we go. And now expectations closes out that next goal zone here, so they've got an express lane to that gut goal zone, and poor Demon Daisy getting eyed down again, but here comes the Haunter and the Mamoswine. They still about taking it, and the Unite move by the Mamoswine comes in. They're going to try and do some damage. Buddy Berries are up here, and now Reason's starting through. They get the Haunter again. Niche and Junkie working great in tandem. Junkie just hit level 11. Are you kidding me? And they're working back through. Demon Daisy gets a KO. Lucario makes them catch that receipt. And now Junkie's chasing up the Mamoswine. KO streak 3 for Reeson. And I think the Mamoswine's going to be next one on the block. And there they go. The Bone Rush in. And we're getting just darted all around as the E-Speeds are kicking. And holy smokes, low expectations just in their face. Finally, Gooberinos coming together after all of their respawns and saying, get out of our house. And the Unite moves are still flying. Big Uzi not willing to quit. And they're still getting KOs. Save me, Zoinks. What is happening out here?
Big Uzi actually getting their Unite move canceled there by the Mamoswine charging through. However, that means they get the Buddy Barrier health and still have the Unite move back. So there we go. Flying into Betrayal. The auto attack speed of a level 14 Cinderace is just phenomenal. They're going to be able to 1v1 any Pokemon in the game, but Reflex getting a nice, but the Nish save. There we go. At the last second, able to help their homie Uzi.
Yeah, just an absolute great sing to get into the way here, eat some of those shots coming in, and letting Uzi do what they want to do, boozy, if you will, get those KOs. And of course, I don't know who's been feeling it more, Big Uzi or Junkie GS, because that hoop was looking clean, my friend.
Right now, Low Expectations is doing a fantastic job of knowing exactly how far they can push. Anybody watching this game, it may seem like the aggression is just so much out of the side of Low Expectations. However, they're measured. You saw Nish just saving their teammate in the last of seconds. We've seen just a lot of situations that could have gone catastrophically wrong. Reeson going in super deep, but still having just enough HP to get out of danger.
Yeah, absolutely. Demon Daisy is not afraid to get in there, but unfortunately, they're getting taken down because they're squaring up 2-on-1 here. And now the Gengar's in there, but they're too low a level and way too squishy when they're that under-leveled. And now it's under 2 minutes. Zapdos is here, and Gooberinos really need to get together and push through because they are down in experience from top to bottom here. And that's tough sledding, and they're in for just a rough show. As I mean, Expectations already takes it. Reeson ripping a Unite move. That's 2 KOs for them. We're just working through. And just
Junkie.
I mean, come on.
Junkie saved them the trip of what looked like maybe 10 feet there for a second by using that Unite move to send them in. Also, yeah, I'm seeing some shoutouts in chat. We didn't mention it. Yes, 9 did accidentally KO that Rotom. Absolutely. Was using their passive, was able to knock out the Rotom. They probably would have liked to wait a little bit longer, allow that Rotom to be coming in near the end of the game towards that 2-minute crash mark. But I moved away from the screen a little bit too fast. 886 to 70, very dominant performance from Low Expectations. Yep. They go up in the series 1-0 in a very strong showing.
Yeah, that was in convicting, just absolutely convincing fashion. A lot of unique picks out of Gooberinos, and I don't necessarily think the picks were the issue here. I think they just weren't necessarily moving very well and just kind of getting overexcited, maybe just the nerves kind of getting to, maybe diving a bit too much. You know, you're just kind of anxious to kind of get in the flow, get into the action, and unfortunately, they were just picking some bad spots. Early game, they were just going in, 2v1s, 3v2s, and kind of getting swept through there, to the point where late game, when they were trying to take some one-on-ones, they were just a little underleveled, and that just makes it just a hair easier for the squad that is above. And good on low expectations for not feeding them the catch-up experience and getting caught out of place themselves on a 2-on-1 or something like that. So, a great win by low expectations. I think we can expect more of the same out of them here in game 2. And I'd like to see just a little bit of an adjustment, not even necessarily in the Pokemon pick, but just in their strategic approach in the game.
Sure. Shoutouts to Nish, by the way, for bailing their team out of, like you were mentioning, that catch-up experience that was very much on the table for the side of Gooberinos. Nish bailing them out quite a few times. Uzi and Reeson just so far in the enemy backline in a real dangerous situation, but Nish would be there just in time to launch the Sing to be able to slow down the enemy, and they could escape in, with the skin of their teeth, if you will. However, the Hoopa play out of Junkie as well, I think, was really, really excellent that game. The Trick Shadow Ball build is giving them so much extra value. Tricks well placed on who they needed to be, making sure that nobody went down, because this game, catch-up experience makes those Pokemon very, very strong, and Gengar, a terrifying Pokemon, as soon as it hits that final evolution, gets that Unite move, becomes a very large threat.
Yeah, it was unfortunately just stalled to that final evolution quite a bit, getting caught out a few times. So Gooberinos, they have some work to do, but again, I think it's in the strategic axis of this game. And I'm going to chalk that up to nerves. I expect something a little bit better out of them here, as that's been settled out, and they kind of have a better idea of what they're going up against, of course, in low expectations. Ooh, but low expectations that they're coming in that hot.
Oh, absolutely.
That's a tough hill to climb if you're Gooberinos. They looked good. Low expectations looked pretty clean there.
Low Expectations is one of the teams that we've considered to be in our top 10 of this tournament for a reason, right? This is a brand new roster. They've played one tournament so far, but they are some very well-known players. Big Uzi, the person that we were jumping into the spectate, a fantastic jungler in their own right, and has a large Pokemon or hero pool, as you will, that they have in their toolkit. And we're about to jump into game 2, actually, and we're going to see a slightly different look out of Low Expectations.
Okay, let's see where we're at here. Let's take a look. We've got the Pikachu, we've got the Greedent. Reeson going to off the Lucario into the Greedent here, and 9 off the Alolan Ninetales into Pikachu, and Big Uzi, of course, jumping to that Talonflame. Nish and Junkie staying the same. And a couple changes in the bottom here, as the Mamoswine falls out of favor, and that's a Duraludon.
I'm excited to see Alexi's Duraludon. Last time, I believe, they were playing the Mamoswine, so having a little bit of a change might be solid, and a bit of extra damage to try to close those close KOs that we saw throughout that game. Like I was mentioning, the bailout potential for the side of Low Expectations was really good, but if you have a lot of burst damage and range like Duraludon does, you might be able to clean up those KOs a little bit easier and make sure that your experience is going in your favor. A very interesting rollout coming from the side of Gooberinos, going for that bottom auto first, but Nish and 9 just a little bit too coordinated, able to snipe that bottom Dino for their side as well.
Yeah, usually when the Gooberinos-esque maneuvers here of taking your own stuff, you expect to leave with it. And unfortunately, Low Expectations getting the better end of that one. And we see the skirmish up top breaking out a little bit between Reeson and Aeos. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly here. And Aeos getting the better of Reeson, but here comes the jungler Big Uzi, and they're going to try and put the screws to this Duraludon and saying, you're a big old fridge, you move slow, buddy. I'm a quick bird made of fire, and just able to get escape as they tick through that goal zone. Way to escape Aeos and not get taken down this early in the game. Betrayal comes in for the support. Big Uzi not willing to quit, able to aerial ace through because they just hit level 5, and now Reeson's the Greedent, and all the bees are going to go to Big Uzi here unless that Hoopa can pivot.
Wow, fantastic play out of the top lane there. A great duo maneuver, making sure they get the bees as well as a good KO for their efforts. Bottom lane seems to be going just as well as the top. They really need this Ghastly evolution to prove to be a threat. The poor Bonsweet just gets completely triangle maneuvered, surrounded and defeated. Reflexy on this Eevee needs to escape. They have not as much HP as I think they would like here.
Yeah, just a big Sing, able to get the KO. Now they're pushing as a unit back into Charlig and Reflexy here, as you mentioned. And, I mean, Reflexy's so low, and they just can't find themselves to level 4. They're not even a Sylveon yet, and that's not good news. They just need Expectations can play forward and almost keep them off that experience for as long as they want. If they so choose, they elect to reel back, grab their own stuff for a little bit, and maybe gear up for the objectives to come.
Right now, Recent is just doing their best, our Ryu impression of getting in all of these tiny, minuscule dunks, stacking up whatever they need to, as well as getting up to that level. Huge Brave Bird engaged by Big Uzi. Brave Bird aerial ace, always a massive threat. This goal zone already going to be incredibly weak. Fantastic start for low expectations so far in this match.
Fire can melt steel beams, and this one, holy smokes, came in and ripped through, and now it's a 3-on-1, and that Hoopa just gets eviscerated. Here comes the Haunter, but they're pretty squishy. Demon Daisy gonna try and piggyback off of them, put some pressure back in, and just good enough to send them backwards here, as the 3-on-2 kind of turns into a 2-on-1, as Nishlak still playing forward. Look at that damage getting chunked in by Junkie from a distance. They get a KO, and now they get the advantage, and they're scooping up most of these Bs. Look how far up Charlie's playing. That Haunter's gonna be gone here if they don't go play it any more safely here. Reflexy getting KO'd by the Talonflame. The Haunter KO'd by the Talonflame. Pikachu takes out the Sylveon, and that is just all low expectations all the time in this bottom path. Huge overdunk of 23 points.
We're looking at a level 10 Big Uzi versus a level 5 CD. That is just straight up bullying. I'm sorry to say it, but the Dreadnought just gets evaporated this first one. Gone in a heartbeat. Recent gonna finally destroy this top tier goal zone. Pretty solid overbreak. We're looking at a score line of 202-0 right now, and a siege on the second tier goal zone has already begun.
I mean, we see Recent chasing up top, but the fight breaks out here. Unite moves coming through. Talonflame takes out the Haunter, and holy smokes, everybody kicks the bucket on that one as Big Uzi is boozing all over that second tier goal zone. Wigglytuff just keeping that fourth KO off of the Talonflame, and you love to see it. You love to see the big squishy marshmallow Pokemon gets. Look at that Unite move right into the guts. Huge aerial ace. Are you kidding me? Into the Brave Bird KO streak of 3. Is that going to be a 4-pack? Wendy's 4 for 4, baby. Lock it in, and Big Uzi is feeling it. That's a penta. Just kidding. Give them all the bodies. Holy smokes. Zip, 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 zip. Everybody getting body bagged by Big Uzi tonight.
Clip it, chat. Make sure that Uzi sees this. You already know he's screaming in voice comms. If you have ever played with Big Uzi on ladder, you know that the excitement is not that kid's weak suit. He is hyped out of his mind right now. A full penta for the Talon. Yes, that fiery chicken bird is eating good tonight.
Yo, as a Talonflame player myself, those are the type of things that I love to see.
Why is he not farming?
Gooberinos spread out. Just move together.
There we go.
Don't be that. There we go. Okay, they're peeling away from each other. They're not gonna. You can't let Big Uzi do that again. You cannot let them do that again. Now they're 4-packing, but they're all stuck together. A big Sing coming in. They're seeing who they can catch. Wigglytuff gets a KO, and now we're moving forward as the pressure is on. Of course, they have a huge lead. We've been watching it the whole time. KO streak of 2 for the Wigglytuff. Pikachu gets their own here on the Haunter, and now Elias just doesn't even want the action as Junkie GS takes out their counterpart, and here comes Recent to just take this farm on the opposite side. And a huge lead is an understatement of the century here as Recent is babysitting this Rotom in the face of Elise, and they're going to see what they can do. That's a Unite move. Right. A KO by the Talons. The Rotom dives in. That Unite move didn't even hit anybody, just right in the middle, and holy smokes, his low expectations just chucking everything at the wall to see what sticks. And right now, Zoinks, that is everything.
Yeah, everything is sticking. We're actually seeing the Gengar at a full evolution. Let's go. 4 minutes and 20 seconds left of the game. A pretty mountain of a score line to climb back up. Low expectations is not giving them any relent here. 449-0. Talonflame KO'd something somewhere, it seems like. So fantastic work there. Wow, yeah, this game is an absolute stomp for sure, but what we are seeing is just the skill dips out of... Oh, Junkie! Junkie, why would you take that from him?
They still got time. They still got time. They just need one more. They need one more. Come on. Second penta. Unite move to look for it. Demon Daisy, are they on the chopping block? Has the gap closed out enough? No, Recent takes it out from under Big Uzi and keeps them from another penta.
We're looking at a world record attempt here for sure. Everyone is competing over the KOs, and there it is. The surrender before the scores can trickle in. Yeesh. Welcome to the big show, Gooberinos. Expectations is here to play.
Oh no, please let me. How many KOs did Uzi have?
Yeah, let's take a look at the battle data here.
17
KOs.
I'll tell you what, if I was gonna say a warm-up game. It looked like Big Uzi came in on fire. Are you serious? How much damage, Zoinks? Show the folks at home if we have just an over 100,000. No, they didn't. That's kind of surprising to me, but I guess they were kind of just closing the door on a lot of Pokemon.
Yeah, no, Uzi just playing the sweeper role in that section for sure. But yeah, I don't want to get too hard on this enemy team for sure. I mean, they're definitely a solid squad, but low expectations, just a fantastic team. Really excited to see what this team can do in the rest of the tournament. They're going to be a force to be reckoned with. So make sure that you are keeping your eyes on Uzi and company. They make it through that ever dangerous first round and are going to be competing in the rest of the tournament. Like I said, players to watch are going to be Uzi popping off, of course, Reason, an incredible top laner, and always be on the lookout for Nish to be making the smart, safe, measured plays.
Without a doubt.